some new products that I got from New York, which I haven't really played around with much. So this is the Too Faced Hangover RX Proactive Nourishing Primer. So this is just going to be like my first primer. I'm going to be using this more to like moisturize. Just put in a dot of that everywhere. I've put my background as just the blank wall this time because I don't know, I just want to do something different, so all the focus is just like on the actual makeup. Tell me what you think. I'm thinking again like one of those glittery backgrounds. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Cover FX Illuminating Primer. I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my face because I want to go for like a really glowy, dewy look, which is what I always go for. Okay, so now I'm going to do the eyes. So for my eyes, I am creating the look that I wore on a night out about 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. It's just like a brown smoky eye, and I don't have a brown smoky eye on my channel, so I wanted to do that today. It's going to be taking the Bare Minerals Base Skin Concealer in the shade Fair. I'm legit not even using a mirror for this, like what am I doing? This is just going to cancel out the darkness on my eyes, all the veininess in my lids, just to get ready for the eyeshadow base that I'm going to be putting down next. Now I'm going to go in with the MAC Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extended Eye Base. So this is just like a colourless eye base. Basically prolongs your eyeshadow, so I take a tiny bit and just put it all over my lid with my finger. Make sure to take it up to the brow bone, just so that all your eyeshadows blend a lot more seamlessly. I'm just going to be taking this Tartiest contour kit. And I'm just going to take this yellow shade and just press it all over my eyelid. Ooh, that's very yellow. Let's just take some of the white. I'm not looking at what I'm doing. Ooh, I've been using this Sephora brand brush cleaner, by the way, and it's really, really good. I really recommend people going to get it. Just need like one spritz and I guess like everything off. So just got my table in front of me here and I'm just cleaning my brush, my Sigma E40, ready for application. Go in with the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Bonbon palette. I didn't use this on my night out, obviously, but I am going to go in with the shade Mocha, which is just like this nice, cool toned, like neutral brown. Just going to put that in the crease. Just taking that on a Sigma E40 and just running that straight through the crease. Not in any particular way, just messily really through the crease. So this is going to be the transition shade, so you want to go in with like a medium tone brown when doing this look, just because when we put the darker colour on the lid, it just makes it have a more seamless blend up to the eyebrow. Sorry, I just needed to zoom you up a bit. I'm just going to take my like Z palette of like Makeup Geek eyeshadows. It's so messy, I need to like clean it. Makeup Geek Frappe. Focus. So yeah, it's just like a nice warm brown. And then just tap the excess off. Just taking that into my crease just to build up the colour. And just buff that in the crease. I'm just going to take Makeup Geek Cocoa Bay. Just taking that on my zoeva 227 brush and just putting that directly in the socket. So this is just going to deepen up the look a little bit more. I don't know why I never do like these kinds of looks on my channel. I always just go for like a bit more crazy. But it's always nice to keep it neutral once in a while, isn't it? Isn't it? Okay, so just putting that right in the socket. I'm not taking it up as high as I did with the other shades. Just because it is that bit dark, I don't want it to like look too crazy. I'm just taking Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie on my Sigma E40 again. Bye. I got that from Jeffree Star. I noticed he does it on his tutorials and it's just funny. I'm just blending this just above where I placed all those brown colours, just so it fades nicely up to the brow bone. Now I'm just going to take this like reddish brown shade from the Too Faced Bonbon palette, and it's called Bordeaux. Tap that off. Sorry guys, Luke rudely interrupted then by farting in the background, so yeah. So I'm just taking this Morphe M507 brush and I've just loaded that Bordeaux on there, and I'm just focusing this directly in the socket. Just want to keep it in that outer corner, and then just your Sigma E40 with no additional product, and just blend out the edges. And then I'm just taking a bit more of my MAC Prep and Prime eye base, taking the tiniest amount and just placing some on my lid. So this is going to be the base of my lid shade. I just want it to be more intense, and I just want to make sure that it stays all night long. So the colour I'm going to use for my lid is Makeup Geek Steampunk. This is one of their duochromes. This Morphe M421 flat like little concealer brush, and I'm just going to start placing this on the lid. So I'm just taking this no further than the crease, because it is that shimmery shade and it's like duochrome. I don't want to take it past that crease. So yeah, as you can see, I'm not like swiping the colour on, I'm just going to pack it on. This is just going to give me the most pigmentation. Okay, now I'm going to go back in with my Morphe M507 brush, a little bit of Cocoa Bay, and I'm just going to slightly go in the crease with that, just to blend any harsh lines. I'm just going to stick this Rimmel Soft Kohl liner in my waterline. This is in the shade Sable Brown. Okay, and then just to add like a little bit of sparkle and dimension to the eyelid, I'm just going to put some MAC Reflex Gold. Spritz my brush, the same brush that I used to pack on the eyelid shade, and just spritz it twice with MAC Fix Plus. MAC Fix Plus is just going to make the glitter like adhere to the brush, and then it'll just be easier to like tap it on. I'm going to slightly just dab it all over the lid, not being really precise. And then I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and just clean up all of my mess. You can see I've got a bit of fallout, so this is why we do the eyes before we do the foundation. Okay, so I'm going to leave the eyes for a minute, and I'm just going to go into my foundation. So the foundation that I want to try out today is the CoverFX Natural Finish Oil Free Foundation. Look like this. This is in the shade N40, so this is very tan. I just really want to try it out, and this is going to be like a first impression on it because I've never tried this foundation. So yeah, let's see how it goes. I hope I like it. I'm just going to use this with my new Pink Beauty blender. I'm just going to go with it. Oh god, it's very thick, I notice, so I'm just going to start by applying dots and then just start by pressing it in. Oh god, it's so orange. I will be blending this down my neck. Don't worry about me, guys. I got it covered. Oh, so full coverage. I'm just going to start blending this down my neck so I don't look so crazy. I'm just going to put a little bit of my beauty blender and just go down. I mean, it's like nice full coverage, but you can still see that my redness peeks through it. So if you have like really red skin, redder than mine, you might need to like build it up, but I find that it's gonna look cakey if you build this foundation up. It's not gonna be very flattering. Okay, I've just like slightly tanned my hands just so I don't look too crazy. I like the finish. It looks quite dewy. That might be because of the primer, I don't know. But yeah, the finish looks pretty nice. So I'm going to conceal with the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer in Fair. Now I did mention when I am fair, this is the same colour as my skin, so I'm just going to see if this... Yeah, it looks like it'd be alright. So this has like the same like applicator as the Urban Decay Naked Skin, which I appreciate because it just distributes the product really nicely and you get a lot more use out of this product. So I'm just using this just to highlight all the areas, maybe make me look a little bit less crazy. Put it everywhere. Going to blend it all out with my beauty blender. It's kind of like my first time using this concealer as well, like properly. Like I used it once before. It's a really, really nice coverage. I do really like the coverage. Make sure when you use a beauty blender that it's damp, so you just wring it underneath the tap and wring the excess product out, and it will just like grab any extra product that you don't need on your face, and it'll stop you getting that cake face. Nobody wants cake face, honey. I'm just pressing that into the skin. I never swipe with a beauty blender, I always just press and dab, because if you start swiping around, it just moves the product in all of the positions and it doesn't actually like keep the coverage where you actually placed it and where you want it. So after you blend all the concealer you do want to set, I am going to be using my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. I'm just going to set the centre of my forehead because I do have fine lines there that makeup loves to just settle into. So if you just set wherever you get like creasing, so under your eyes, your forehead, if you have like lots of frown lines, it will just stop the makeup from settling into them so much. It won't like completely stop it, but it'll help. It'll help a lot. I'm gonna try this. I did just powder a bit, but I want to put this on my like high points. So I'm gonna put the Sephora Radiant Illuminizing Drops in Morning Light. So I'm just gonna use my beauty blender just to put that on the high points. I've seen Desi using this on top of powder anyway. That is actually really, really pretty. Are you seeing this? Oh yes! This is gorgeous. Just putting this on my nose as well, because I do like a highlighted nose. Oh yes! Yes! Love it! So now continuing with the face, this brush is so like messy because it's been in a bag and it's like lost its shape a bit. But this is the Morphe M527 brush and I'm going to be using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Now this is in the shade Light Bronze, so it might not show up on me. This on my cheeks. And I'm just going to put this on the perimeter of my face, just to bring some more warmth into the face. Okay, so my favourite contouring brush lately, this is also lost a bit of its shape, but is the Morphe M530. I know the Nikki Tutorials likes using this as well, just ignore that, like it's sticking out. It's been in a bag so it's just lost its shape a bit, but it's basically this really nice like small petite like fluffy brush. It's just fits really nice into the cheekbones, and I've been loving this Tarte contour kit. They just blend really seamlessly and it looks like airbrushed. I don't know, I just really like it. So I'm going to go in with the lightest contour shade and just place that right in the hollows. I know that this is probably not even going to show up at first, but I'm just going to slightly dip into the darker contour shade. These are very pigmented, so I don't want to be too crazy with it. Saying that, it looks pretty crazy to me. Just going on the jawline as well. And then I'm just going to take some Mercier translucent setting powder on this big bronzer brush I just used. Just going to go over there where I just contour and stuff, just to like blend up those edges, because I don't like it when it's like so harsh. Okay, and then I'm just going to take this like fluffy eyeshadow brush. This is the Morphe M511. I'm going to be taking the light contour colour first, just to see how it looks. I'm just going to slightly contour the nose, just underneath here on the tip, just to lift up the nose a little bit. And then I just like to go slightly over like that, and then just on the sides as well. Okay, so I'm just trying to blend out the harsh lines we got going on here. So I'm going to take some of my Mercier translucent setting powder and just take it right up to that nose contour on the side. And so it's just like reverse contouring. The like more you take the light colour towards the contoured areas, it's gonna add to the narrowing of the nose. I'm just going to leave that there for a minute, just it'll work out, it's fine, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. So now that that's been sitting there for a bit, I'm just going to dust it off. For blush, I'm going to be taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light blush in the shade Hansel and Gretel, and I'm going to actually mix both of these together. Going ham on this blush. I'm just going to show you, if you go a little bit crazy on the blush, you can just take your beauty blender and no excess product and just dab over it, and that will just diffuse the colour and make it not look so scurry. I am just going to take some more of my Mercier translucent setting powder, and I'm just going to go right underneath here. I'm just going to let that sit there for like 30 seconds. And then you just want to dust it off with a duo fibre brush. Okay, for highlighter, I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo. I have used this on face skin and it works fine, but I haven't used it on my tan skin yet. So I'm just going to dip this into the gold highlighter with my Morphe M501 brush. Yes! So I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer in the shade Brunette. Can you just ignore my brows because they need to be done, but I haven't done them because I'm lazy. So now both eyebrows are on, I'm going to be taking MAC Nylon eyeshadow, which I do use a lot for my brow bone highlight. It's just something that I really enjoy using on my brow bone. It's quite a yellow, like undertone, icy white colour. The high point of my brow, and then just kind of like blend it downwards. This is on the same flat brush that I use to like clean up my brows, etc., and put on the lid colour. And then I'm just going to take a little bit more of frappe on my Sigma E40 just to go back in the crease. Okay, so I'm going to go in with frappe again on my Morphe M507 brush, and I'm just going to dust this on my lower lash line. I'm going to take a little bit more of that Bordeaux dark brown colour from the Too Faced palette and just run that under there as well. Okay, I have just noticed that the coverage underneath my contour isn't that full, so I'm just going to take the Bare Minerals Well Rested Powder Concealer. It's just like a yellow concealer, but it's really, really pigmented. So it's really good for getting that extra coverage where you want it. So I'm just going to take some on this Zoeva Luxe highlight brush. Just tap on the excess. I'm just going to buff that underneath there. It'll also lighten that area as well. I'm going to place that underneath my eyes as well. And it has a little bit of a sheen, so it's not like a really mattifying powder, so that's why it's nice as a concealer, because it just adds a little bit of glow. Now I'm going to go in with the Jordana lip liner in Rock and Rose. I'm just going to take this Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick in Caramello, which is like a nice like cool toned pinky nude. Oh, matches that lip liner perfect. Gloss I'm going to apply over this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in Undressed. It's a really pigmented nude gloss. Now I'm just going to cut my lashes with the L'Oreal False Lash Sculpt mascara. I love this mascara, but I do find that it does transfer to my upper crease throughout the day. If that could be changed about it, that would be great, because it really does lengthen and volume my lashes, and I prefer it once I've used it quite a few times. So yeah, I'm just going to apply that to the bottom. So to just add that bit of drama, I am going to be adding lashes. I'm going to be using the Primer Lash number 35s. It's a UK brand and they're like really cheap, they're like $3.99 or something. I'm going to be using the Revlon Precision Glue. This is the black one. I'm kind of regretting getting the black one now, because obviously if you fuck up like putting it on your eyelid, it's going to dry black, it's not going to dry clear. So if you're not a pro, I would get the clear one. I absolutely love this eyelash glue. It's latex free and it just lasts all night. I never have problems with it, my eyelashes coming off or anything. Okay guys, so that is the final look. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new. I really like the look of this look. I feel like I look so dewy in my mirror back there. Like I look really glowy. Yeah, I think it's all down to this highlighter and those luminizing drops by Sephora. Love these, and I love that it doesn't like make my powder go funny when I've applied it. I think this is like something worth getting. I can't remember how much it was, but if you can get this, get it. Just get it. It's great. Right, so my final thoughts on this foundation, it is really full coverage, but I do find that it's emphasizing every pore on my face. So I want to have another go with it, just using my Dr. Brandt Pores No More, because I really do like that primer. I've been using it like for pores. I didn't put it on today, I don't know why. I mean, from far away it looks really nice. Like in the viewfinder, what I'm seeing looks quite nice, and like when I hold the mirror like this, I feel like it looks nice. But I'm going to take some flash photography with it now and just see how it performs with flash photography. I will keep you updated in the description box below of how it wore. I mean, I am filming this late in the evening, but I do go to bed pretty late, so I'll just keep updated. Things that I look for in a foundation is for it not to like cake up around my nose. I hate that, like when it kind of separates like by the sides of my nose here, I hate it, and like in between my eyebrows and down here, because this is where my foundation normally fades away. But yeah, so far so good. I like the look of it, I like the finish, and for my next tutorial I'm probably going to use the Cover, like the compact that I showed you in my Sephora haul. that's when I'm fair. Yeah, if you guys like the look of this makeup look, give it a thumbs up for me, subscribe if you like the look of my channel for more videos, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys! Mwah.